5150 on your AM dial. This is KUNT Radio, Sneedville. The time is now 6 o'clock. Time for news. And now, 5150 KUNT, I'm Witless News at 6. And now, here's Rich Baritone. Good evening, I'm Rich Baritone. This is the 5150 KUNT, I'm Witless News, and I regret to inform you. Tyree Sneed's pathetic and titled online begging produced a new stream of revenue this week. The name of this revenue stream is Cinderella. It has been confirmed that Cinderella is a large, ugly woman of color from Brixton in the UK. It has also been confirmed that Cinderella is married. Cinderella's husband will be informed shortly that his wife is sending money behind his back to a sociopath. Count on it. Tyree Sneed's denial of reality continued this week. In a press release through Gorilla State, Tyree Sneed said, "We barely beginning this endeavor and this journey. It is so beyond exciting for me, it is unreal. I truly appreciate all of you who have become a part of it and involved yourself in a positive way. Thank you to all of you. I would not be here if it wasn't for you." It is important to note that Tyree Sneed is currently occupying a bunk at the Salvation Army Center in Austin, Texas. Thanks a lot, guys. In more news, Tyree Sneed continues to believe that his non-existent empire continues to grow. In a press release, Sneed said, "I should be at about 1730 right now. Please donate, people. I get my bi-weekly check tomorrow and I really would like to pass the $2,000 mark. I hope we do. If you all donate, we will. I'll let y'all know what happens tomorrow. Looking forward to it, y'all. Our goal right now is 2,500 and then the entire energy will shift yet again and we will be building on top of a foundation where we already made it, and this empire we are building will get bigger and more expansive. Promise you." So whatever happened to the bike? Continuing tonight, Tyree Sneed continues to believe that a $10 an hour wage is killer money. In a press release, he said, "Way I figure it, if I can get through the night somehow, we will more than likely be over 2,000 tomorrow when I get my check, and I quite frankly would just love to shove that directly up your hating ass, mofos. They asked if I want to leave. We're in the middle of a fucking monsoon. I asked if I could try to stick it out until it quits. They said, yeah, on the clock, bitches. 4 hours already, pays bi-weekly, $10 an hour, as if that's something. When I retired from a freight company, I was making $25.35 an hour. Several of your most prominent haters earn 6 figures a year, and one of your most prominent haters is a millionaire. Facts." Tyree Sneed continues to believe he's a stock market genius when he is nothing of the sort. In a statement, Tyree Sneed said, "As we move along here, you're going to regret it more and more, bitch. Promise you, you're watching a millionaire in the making again." Not on penny stocks. According to the Motley Fool, penny stocks are generally worthless and too risky for people of even average intelligence. According to the Motley Fool, there are 4 serious risks involved in dealing with penny stocks. The first is lack of public information. The Motley Fool says, penny stocks aren't listed on major exchanges and therefore aren't subject to the same rules as larger companies. As such, there's little information about them available to investors, and the information they do release is not nearly as regulated and scrutinized as that of larger companies. The second problem with penny stocks is lack of history. Many of the companies behind penny stocks are fairly new, so they have very little history behind them. It becomes more difficult to predict a company's long-term performance when there's minimal data to analyze. The third problem, according to the Motley Fool, is No minimum standards. According to the Motley Fool website, to be listed on a major exchange, a company must fulfill certain financial requirements. These minimum standards cover aspects such as stock price, total market value, number of shares, and number of shareholders. Companies whose stocks trade over the counter, however, are not required to meet the same criteria. These standards were put in place to protect investors, so buying stocks from companies that aren't subject to minimum standards increases the risk factor. The final problem with penny stocks is low liquidity levels. Penny stocks are typically harder to sell than stocks that are listed on major exchanges. Therefore, those who hold penny stocks are often forced to offer their shares at a lower price to attract buyers, which increases the chance of taking a loss. Additionally, because penny stocks have limited liquidity, it opens the doors for traders to manipulate pricing. This typically plays out in a strategy known as pump and dump, where investors will heavily promote a stock, often via false or misleading information about the issuing company in an attempt to boost its price. Once the stock price climbs, they'll dump it, and those who bought at a higher price will lose money once the price per share falls again. Combine all of these factors with the fact that Tyree Sneed doesn't know his ass from 40 cents a week. Financial tire fire straight ahead. And now, 5150, I'm Witless Sports. All the scores for all the whores. And now, here's Rich Baritone. The Sneedville High School heroin team lost a match tonight to Wofferton. The Wofferton team lost the match also, because nobody wins with heroin. This has been 5150 KUNT, I'm Witless News at 6, on 5150 KUNT Radio, Sneedville.